Premier League action is back this Friday the 29th of November, and in this video I'm going to share with you my value bet between Brighton and Southampton. I'm going to be recommending to stick 3 units down on this bet. As you can see below me, we've been on great form so far this season. Hopefully we can pass that 100 unit mark after the weekend. But before I get into the bet builder, what I like to do on every video is recap my yesterday's video. I do upload daily, the majority through the month. If there is sports on, we're definitely going to be firing on it. We got some Australian A-League coming up as well. But let's quickly recap yesterday's video. So 2 bets in the Europa, 1 cash, 1 lost. I called that Man United game completely wrong. But we did get a nice win in the Lyon game. So we stay afloat, stay on 95 units. If we win today, we will be just below that 100 unit mark. I set out a target at the beginning of the season to hit 250 units. I can't see why we can't do that. If we're clearing 100 units come January, that will be very, very easy as we approach February, March, April. Over the past 2-3 seasons, that's where I've capitalised and made my most amount of units. We start to up the units on the plays during those months. But enough waffle, let's get into the purpose of the video. So as you could see there below me is the Brighton and Southampton bet builder. I really like this, very, very simple, only 4 sections. Brighton to win, under 6 goals, over 6 corners, and no red card. So coming into this game, Southampton's away form has been absolutely dreadful. They have lost their past 4 games. 2-0 to Wolves, 1-0 to Man City, 3-1 to Arsenal, and a 3-1 defeat to Bournemouth. The last game against Brighton on May the 21st, 2003, Brighton were at home, like they are today, and you can say dominated that game. They won 3-1. Brighton come into the back of this game on average home form in their past 5 games. They have won 2, a notable win coming against Man City, that 2-1 win against Man City. They have won 2, drawn 2, and lost 1. But bear in mind, they lost against the leaders in the English Premier League and the Champions League team on form at the moment, Liverpool. So I can't see Southampton even getting a draw today. I would even say the handicap, the -1 for Brighton, would definitely be a shout. Under 6 goals, my reasoning for that, if you look at the past 5 games between both teams, not a single game has gone over the 5.5 line. Brighton, by the way, are 266% better in terms of goals scored than Southampton, and they're actually 63% better in terms of goals conceded. If Southampton scored today, it would be 1. I can't see them getting 2 goals, and I say can't, Southampton at the end of the day, but going off the statistics and the metrics from this season, I can't see Brighton scoring more than 4 goals. Possibly, I think it's going to be a 3-0 win to Brighton, maybe 3-1. The over 6 corners, I believe, is a given. So when putting the 2 teams' percentages together in regards to their corners, this season gives you an average 11.66. Maybe the cards, something to look up. We're taking no red card based off the probability from the 2 teams and the referee, but this game does have a high volume in regards to yellow cards, so it averages 6 yellow cards between the 2 teams. Just quickly look at the referee in regards to this game today. He hands out a card, mind, every 45 minutes. So the metrics from the 2 teams in regards to the cards, show there's going to be a volume. But if we look at the referee in charge of today's game, Robert Jones, over 3.5 cards in his past 227 games, has a pretty low hit hit percentage ratio of 48%, and that drops drastically as you go further up. So over 4.5 cards, he has a 31% hit ratio. So you would have to have, in my opinion, a really out of pocket moment for this game to happen, for this game to have a red card. Now Southampton are smack bottom of the Premier League, so I can't see any of the players acting out of order, I guess you could say. And any players that are on yellow cards, that are in hot water to get a red card, there is a chance of them to be subbed off. Brighton, mind, they sit 5th in the Premier League table. A win today will take them into the top 4. So they're definitely going to have their eye on taking advantage of a struggling Southampton. So I do think that -1 for the Brighton on the handicap is a shout. Both teams to score does have a high hit ratio in regards to this game. 67%, mind. That's very, very high. And this game has a average in regards to goals of 2.92. So very simple bet builder, only 4 sections. I think the Brighton to win's an absolute given. The over on the corners I think is an absolute given, and I'd be surprised for this game to go over 5.5 goals. And like I said, with the red card, you're just basing these picks off probability. Like at the end of the day, if some player spazzes out and headbutts another player, what are you going to do? Going to do absolutely nothing about that. But yeah, like I said, recommend 3 units to be placed on this bet. If you could subscribe, I would appreciate it. Feeling new to creating content. I track and record all of my plays. Got no reason to lie to anyone. I've broken over 200 units in the past 3 seasons. If you want to catch all my plays early, please feel free to add my Snapchat. Any questions, just send me over a message and I will reply when I can. But other than that, I hope you all have a great day.